Just restart this motherfucker before I try to do anything.
And Red Warrior said he was going to be ready. I'm assuming that means he's probably already on the computer and everything.
Still asking for tea. Yeah, I was. Sorry, Token. What's up? Yeah, I was muted for a minute. We had discussions happen.
I'll take blame for that one. That was my fault.
Are you serious? Oh my God. I keep grabbing the wrong fucking wire over here in this fucking clusterfuck. Still wrong fucking wire. What the fuck? Antonio, what up? Oh, we're hoping the chairs here in a little bit, Token. We ain't got shit right at the moment. That's why we were muted. We was talking to, yeah. And we're back in the studio from the last live stream. Jesus. You ain't got none either? You're joking, ain't you? How you gonna have a name like Token Pirate, man? You run out. You better go pirate some of that shit.
Over here and go to your live that way. I can share
That
it
fucked
to
me up,
radio,
y'all. I seen
radio,
somebody
that's
pop
what
up in
it's
the basement. I'm like, how the fuck somebody in the basement? I ain't gave nobody the fucking link yet. And I realized where I joined through the Xbox. Broken Pirate today. I feel you. I feel you. We spent a lot of days with Broken Pirate.
called.
I don't know.
Hey, my volume button ain't working.
Fucking iPhone. Got love in my phones.
Come on, look.
I believe you.
There, finally. Jesus
Her
Christ.
fucking volume up button was not working on her fucking iPhone. I know this ain't gonna work, y'all. We're gonna try it anyway while we're waiting on Road War to get here.
Yeah, he just tried to call me, so I'm sharing it to him now.
I can send him a link. Just kick me out immediately. Same shit, different day, y'all. And I'm not even live in both fucking views today. I'm not. Oh, I have been going vertical and horizontal, but it ain't been letting me do my shit. So I was afraid that was pulling too much of my Wi-Fi going in both layouts. So this time I just went with the horizontal, or no, vertical. I mean, yeah, the up and down. That's why I'm skinny. I went with the fucking horizontal, no vertical, thinking it might help take a little stress off my fucking internet, but apparently not. See if it pops up before it kicks it up.
All right, thank you.
Pops up. Poof. Same old shit, just a different day. Out here trying to get it each and every way. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, hustling, hustling. If I play some music on here and get copyrighted just because it pisses me off. I'll try this again, I guess. I'll add fucking Hillbilly to the fucking stage. I know it ain't gonna matter. Brought him up here. Hey, Hillbilly, how are you? Oh, that's right. You can't talk because we can't both talk at the same time, can we, Hillbilly?
I don't know if you've seen it, but the UK uninvited guests are eating the wildlife. Seen some lady grab a baby seagull and put it in a pillowcase. Wow.
What? UK uninvited guests are eating the wildlife. What you talking about, Token? You talking about actual people?
I've already seen a lady grab a baby seagull, put it in a pillowcase.
Maybe she wasn't going to eat it. Maybe she's going to take it home for a pet.
Well, I personally would never go. I wouldn't go to someone's house because I don't have the resources to fight it in court without Sean got arrested for trespassing. But Sean does have to leave. Why was yes to leave?
I'm telling you, I'm not a minor.
Because you're doing this.
But he was told to leave, and he was placed under arrest for refusing to leave.
Check the message.
I doubt that he was.
Trespassing.
I doubt that. I guaranteed you just probably someone just kept asking him to leave. Again, he asked why, probably while backing away. That's my guess.
Oh,
Okay,
it was
so
probably about a while back and away.
Sean was arrested for coming here with a critical opinion of Lou, and Lou apparently wanted him to leave because he had a critical opinion of Lou. It's a circular story. But now, if Sean came here and parked a hot dog truck here, there'll be no issues.
Yeah, they're standing in front of the police, Suffolk Police PBA building. And I come to find out, y'all, what that means is that is a building owned by cops where the cops where they go when they have problems and they want to discuss like covering up their shit or whatever, right? But boom, got
They're in
kicked.
a private building.
Yeah, it's basically their own private building to go and talk the shit about the illegal arrest they're making on people and stuff like that. And that's why this is considered private property, even though it's a police building funded by the taxpayers. It's still a private building. And Long Island Audit, Mr. Sean Reyes, am I saying his whole name right? Just Sean Reyes?
Hank?
Sean Paul Reyes.
Yeah, that's it.
Sean Paul Reyes, Long Island Audit. He went here to ask questions about where's the money, Lebowski? Because there's these people, this fucking particular Suffolk Police, Suffolk, it's hard to say that fucking name. Suffolk Police Department is under investigation for hundreds of thousands of dollars unaccounted for. And that's why he was there to ask questions about, but they told him to get the fuck off property. So he's backing up toward his truck the whole time, leaving. He's backing up toward his truck with his camera still going, still asking the questions, and they fucking arrested him. And then impounded his truck that you just seen before it fucking booted me out. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I tried, man. It's worked for about 10 seconds and fuck kicks me out. And this time I'm only in vertical. I got thinking, because the last few lives I've done horizontal and vertical. So I was afraid maybe that was drawing more internet. So I just went with the vertical this time. It's still doing the same shit. Doesn't matter. What you smoking on?
What are you trying to look up?
This was just what was on here. I got other shit. Let me go to my list. Fuck is that? YouTube symbol looks all fucked up.
It's 1899 and you land in modern chopper in the town for the first time.
Tonight we're going to party like it's 1699.
Yeah, somebody modded a chopper.
What's up, Eric? What's up? Sorry, y'all. I was ranting and talking. I missed y'all. Sorry.
Yeah,
Just don't tell me it's too late to apologize.
It's a modern chopper in Red Dead, apparently.
You already spent $5,000 across all shops, or whatever it is. I did. I've achieved that, but Maria hasn't. She's close. She's like 70%. Go in there, spend a few hundred. She'll probably have it. I think that's online though, ain't it? The 5,000 across all shops. I think that's online.
What are you smoking on?
What?
Well, 5,000 over what shops?
Red Dead. It's one of the things pops up on the, when your Xbox, you let it go to the timeout screen or whatever.
Yeah.
And the shit pops up, tells you your achievements and stuff and the games you play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a thing pops up on there, gold something, and you got to spend $5,000 across all shops on Red Dead. I'm pretty sure it's online. I've already achieved it, but Maria hasn't. Most police are pathetic and useless or overreaching, infringing people. Absolutely, Token. Absolutely, bro. Mm-hmm. There's so much fucking shit, dude. And they just keep passing more laws to take more fucking rights away, bro. Ohio, Governor DeWine did it exactly like I told you he was going to fucking sign it.
And he did.
DeWine just signed House Bill. God damn it. Governor DeWine, piece of shit, just signed yesterday or the day before. He signed Ohio House Bill 942 or 492, my bad, 492, which now makes it, if you are in a car, you are a passenger in a car, and the driver gets pulled over for any traffic violation whatsoever, whether it's speeding, fucking driving too slow, you ran a stop sign, illegal turn, whatever. That's still the driver that committed the fucking traffic violation. But when that car gets pulled over now, the police have the power and the authority thanks to DeWine and our state representatives, to identify and run every fucking person in the vehicle. Every passenger is no longer protected by Fourth Amendment when they're in a car that is being pulled over. That's a complete fucking violation of the fucking Fourth Amendment.
My guess is that they'll do that in Indiana before they'll legalize marijuana.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that's the problem, y'all. One of the big fucking problems is this shit is spreading like a fucking plague. All right, just like racism is making a fucking comeback. Look at the White House; it's pretty obvious to figure out why. If y'all on the MAGA team, I'm sorry, you're gonna hear shit out of my mouth you ain't gonna like. All right, so I'll just tell you that fucking ahead of time. And yes, I told y'all to vote for him, and I fucking regret it. I'm fucking sorry. That's all I can do is say I'm sorry. We fucked up. I fucked up. But he's fucking in there. And he's also in the Epstein files. But he's still in there. No impeachment process has even begun because it said there ain't no evidence. There's plenty of evidence this motherfucker should be in prison, even if it ain't Epstein fucking Island. He just fucked investors out of billions of dollars again with his fucking fake ass crypto shit. He just robbed investors of billions of dollars again as the president of the United States of America. Now, granted, if it was his friends, they probably had enough money. It probably didn't hurt him a whole lot. That's still not the point. I don't think anybody should get fucked out of their money, whether you're a billionaire or you're fucking broke. Nobody should get fucked out of their shit. I do believe some people have more money than what they need to fucking have. Absolutely. Because why does anybody need to be a billionaire? Why does anybody need $40 billion, $100 billion? There's no reason for that. Because while that person's sitting with $40 billion in their bank account, we're setting it at a fucking $38 trillion national debt. And the people that work for that person with $40 billion in the bank can't afford groceries in their fucking house.
And I can guarantee you that bank isn't in America either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing, man. When is somebody going to investigate how much money is in fucking Swiss bank accounts, offshore accounts? Our fucking billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars of tax money that all 50 states pay every fucking year. Every fucking day we pay those taxes, whether it's on gas, whether it's on a 12-pack of fucking pop, whether it's a fucking t-shirt, whether, whatever the fuck it is, we're paying taxes on. Not to mention the property taxes and the car tags you got to buy every fucking year.
What's kind of ironic is that the United States is turning into the old Great Britain.
Dude, we have been already. You're absolutely right. We left Great Britain. The fucking Mayflower left Great Britain to come over and find a land of their own so they didn't have to live under the fucking king and his fucking taxes in Great Britain. So we come over here, we create the United States of America right here. It has a fight. The America fought each other, North and South. And what do we end up with? Taxation without representation. The same fucking thing we fucking left from.
Actually,
we created the same thing, except he's no longer called a king. He's called a president. But he's doing the same shit.
And think about it. We actually fought against them for against taxation. And what do we do? What do we have now? No, not taxation. Yeah. No, we couldn't have that. No.
Where's the fucking playlist?
I'm getting sick. I mean, we got better. Here's the thing: the United States got it way better than any other country.
Oh, yeah, Eric, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Did you not see it? The clips everywhere, bro. The clips are everywhere, Eric. Go on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, wherever the fuck you want to go. Type in Trump says we ended freedom of speech. His exact fucking words that came out of his mouth is we have taken away the freedom of speech. There's no longer freedom of speech. His fucking words, not mine, bro. He said this shit to America that they have taken away freedom of speech from us. And what are we doing about it? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, we can't protest. If we protest, then that's considered a riot.
Yeah, now for peaceful to protest, you're gonna get hit with tear gas like they did in Mississippi when they were protesting a 1-year-old shot by police in fucking Mississippi. You know why they got tear gassed? Because it was Walmart. And everybody knows, if you don't know by now, you need to watch my channel just a little bit more. Because Walmart runs this bitch, bro. Walmart's got president power. When Walmart calls the police, somebody getting fucked up. Whether it's financially, physically, or just getting unalived like that 1-year-old did in that car. Somebody's getting fucked up when Walmart calls the fucking cops, period. Even if Walmart didn't follow their actual guidelines by telling the person they needed to leave the store first. They don't even bother telling the person you need to leave Walmart. I work for Walmart. I'm telling you need to leave. They don't even do that. They just don't like the way somebody looks or the way somebody looked at them or somebody told them to fuck off, which is freedom of speech. So they call the cops and say, I want this person trespassed. Cops come in, drag them out of the store like they just fucking committed felonies, like fucking whole big old notebook full of felonies. They drag them out by their motherfucking kicking and screaming, boy. Beat their ass, throw them in handcuffs, lock them up, haul them to jail, taser them.
And it ain't just one cop car, it's a bunch.
Oh no, it's never one. It's never just one. And what they did in Mississippi, and I know most people have heard this story by now. I've got a video out about it. There was a mother and her son at Walmart with another woman. They were riding with the other woman. The other woman was driving the car. When they left the store, the other woman, not the mother of the child that was there, the driver had a pack of diapers that Walmart says she didn't pay for. What do the cops do? They open fire into the fucking vehicle, killing the 1-year-old child. And there's comment after comment after comment from these Trump-sucking motherfuckers that said, well, obey the law and you won't have to worry about that. Don't steal and you won't have to worry about that. Bitch, all you motherfuckers, if you have the money in your fucking account to buy fucking diapers, more power to you. But a lot of fucking Americans don't have that fucking luxury. So if she was actually stealing diapers, because there still hasn't been anything released that the woman was actually charged with fucking shoplifting, which in my mind, I've seen it enough times, she probably had a fucking receipt. She probably actually paid for the motherfuckers in self-checkout and didn't put them in a bag, so Walmart just assumed she fucking stole them. Because not in this whole fucking thing, not one time have they actually said the woman was fucking charged with shoplifting.
Here's another thing.
But Walmart called. It doesn't matter because Walmart fucking called.
Here's another thing. That receipt can mysteriously vanish. Mysteriously.
You tell me, love. You can tell me. That's me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, perfect.
I do agree that that some of this stuff is just getting way out of hand. But do you know what kind of movie this reminds me of? And people say, "Oh, movies, that's just fantasy."
Yeah.
Remember when they rioted? They got tased. Doesn't
But
sound
anyway, yeah, back to Mississippi, y'all. I know
Yeah.
I've been talking about this, but it needs fucking talked about. Back to Mississippi. The day after the cops killed this baby in the car over fucking diapers because Walmart called. The next day, the people of that town gathered in protest in front of Walmart. The police sent a SWAT team, y'all. They sent the SWAT team, full fucking riot gear, to block the doors of Walmart, and then they released tear gas on the peaceful protesters. And then later on that night, and this is the one thing I didn't like about the news station that I watched this on. He said there was a lot of protesters said they were going to be here all night, but everybody's gone now. I don't know what happened. That was a flat out lie from this motherfucker. Because as soon as he turned the camera, you seen cop car, sheriff, cop, sheriff, cop. And there was 40 fucking cops standing in front of Walmart. You know damn well they ordered all those fucking people off of that property. But the guy that was there the whole fucking day, the news reporter, failed to mention that he knows the cop made everybody fucking leave because he knows that's what the fuck happened. There's 40 cops and no more protesters. Duh.
But
You know?
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. What if you protest in front of a police station? Now that's
Yeah, they're waking up, Eric. I'm just trying to wake them up a little faster. If you protest in front of the police station, it depends on what state you're in. You do that shit in Arkansas, they'll arrest you. You do it in
But that's public property. That ain't private.
Yep, I know it is. That's what I'm saying. When I was able to get my screen share to work for a minute, I was showing everybody a Long Island audit video where he went to Suffolk Police PBA something building, and I didn't know what this was, so I looked it up. It is owned by the police, so which means it's paid for by the taxpayers, but it is private property. The public is not welcome. Well, Sean Paul Reyes from Long Island Audits went to this building to ask, where is these hundreds of thousands of dollars of missing money? Where the fuck is the money? They told him he has to leave. It's private property. You have to go. So he starts backing up toward his truck, but filming the whole time. He's walking backwards. You can see in the video. He's walking backwards the entire time. He's leaving, but he still wants to ask the question, where is the fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars that disappeared? After he asked that question too many times and he wasn't leaving fast enough for him, they fucking arrested him, impounded his truck, everything.
Yep.
How the fuck is anything that's paid for by the people private property? I don't give a fuck if you want to protest at the courthouse at midnight. You paid for it. I don't care if you want to fucking protest in front of the police department 24/7. You fucking paid for it. We pay their salaries. We pay the bills. We pay everything.
Heck, we even pay for the cars that they drive in.
Yeah, that too. And that's what I'm talking about with these flock cameras, dude. There's so much shit about these flock cameras, people going back and forth about it. Most people are against them, but some people are for them. Well, the people that are bitching about us destroying them, I keep telling them, fuck you, because we paid for the flock cameras. You know damn well that was tax money that paid for the shit. So that makes it our fucking property if we want to fucking tear it down. Sorry about your fucking luck.
Speaking of public,
We told you not to put them up. If you would have listened in the first place, you wouldn't be losing millions of dollars, would you?
Speaking of public property, did you know that police are now police are now setting up drones now to instead of now just having a hangout. It's just instead of having a bunch of cops hang out waiting for a raid to happen, they have now a drone that can help out. And did you know that you cannot legally shoot a police drone out of the sky?
Oh yeah, yeah. A police drone is flying over your property, looking in your windows, and if you shoot it, you will be arrested.
Yeah.
If you damage that drone, you will be arrested. It doesn't matter that they're completely violating your fucking rights, completely violating your Fourth Amendment right to privacy in your own fucking home. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's on your property, your private property that you might own. But nobody really owns property in America. They do that because you got to pay property tax or they'll take it away.
But
Which is another fucking thing, man. Dude, there's so many. I can't. My problem, guys, is I've got myself in a fucking spot where there's so much wrong right now. I can't stay on one thing. I keep jumping because there's so much going on. Whether it's ICE killing people, police killing people, National Guard killing people. And the only reason the National Guard was in Tennessee to shoot that black man is because Trump fucking put him there. And then Tennessee said, we don't fucking want them here. We don't need fucking martial law. So the fucking court said, okay, we agree with the people. Get them out of here. Well, then a higher court, the appeal court said, oh, no. President Trump wants it. So it's going to be. So they send him back down there. They send the National Guard right back into Tennessee. They shoot a man, kill him dead. 20-year-old just became a father, was in Tennessee visiting his family. But supposedly he turned and pointed a gun at the National Guard. Okay, who the fuck is dumb enough to do that? And first of all, who's dumb enough to do that when you know all these motherfuckers got guns? Even if you do hit one or two of them, somebody's going to get you. Okay, so nobody's going to fucking do that unless they're trying to fucking unalive themselves. Second of all, there has been no evidence whatsoever, video or otherwise, that the man actually had a fucking gun. So once again, it's just like the ICE, because when the baby got killed in Walmart in Mississippi, supposedly the woman was driving toward the officer. Even the fucking shots through the fucking passenger window is enough evidence to prove that cop was beside the car, not in front of it when he opened fire. And then we go to Tennessee, National Guard kills somebody. And then we go to Texas, Houston, Texas, ICE. A man is on his way to work, a Mexican man. They try to stop him, said he wasn't listening. He wasn't stopping. He wasn't obeying them. Supposedly he drove toward an officer. Once again, no evidence of this happening, but that man is now dead. And now, let me enlighten y'all on this illegal immigrant that they were going after, okay? He did not have a green card, okay? But the fact remains, this man had been in this country, in America, for 35 fucking years. He's been here for 35 years. He has 3 American-born children. He worked every day of those 35 years to put all 3 of his kids through college. But now he's fucking dead because of fucking ICE, and they wanted that green card. They knew that, oh, he's got to be illegal. He's Mexican. On his way to work, tried to stop him. Supposedly he didn't obey their fucking commands, so now the man's dead. And one of the sons that found out about it, he didn't find out because the cops called him and told him his dad was dead. He didn't find out because the hospital called him and told him his dad was dead. He found out on a fucking social media post that ICE had killed his dad in the middle of the fucking street. I don't give a fuck what country you were born in, what fucking color you are. You're fucking human. And that was completely fucking inhumane. Not only did they kill the man just for not having a fucking green card, they didn't even inform his family that their father was fucking dead. Made no attempt to contact anyone to let them know that they killed this man.
like,
They found out on social media like the rest of us.
okay, with the cop,
Mohammed,
with the cops,
welcome in from India.
I thought you're supposed to shoot out the tires to stop fleeing. Like
Right.
if
No, they're not anymore, man. They're protected by that qualified immunity, so they ain't shooting for tires no more. They're shooting for head, bro. Yep. This shit's getting out of hand. It's qualified immunity. Between the qualified immunity and putting officer safety first, the rest of us are fucked, y'all. The rest of us are fucked.
Want to be corrupt? Become a police officer.
TYT Sports was one of the last ones I watched. Ice Agent, another civilian.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was the one in Texas. Here's a watch the kid get arrested. It was only a 58-second video. Watch the kid get arrested for changing his tire in a parking lot. Yeah, changing his flat tire. He got arrested.
What?
Yeah. Man, I wish I could fucking send this shit on here.
What is the
Oh,
cup? What is the cup smoking? Sheesh.
Right. I need to figure out a way to send these. Oh, hang on. Try the other phone. See if I can pull this. You got Messenger on your PC? So it'll pop up there?
Yeah, it will. Well, once I open
All
up Facebook and then go through Messenger, because apparently the Messenger app does not work anymore.
Phone
on
never
PC.
starts working. Mine's not an iPhone. It's just old. It was a piece of shit when I got it. Yeah, I got playlists made up for this shit. I just can't ever get nothing to work. I actually made a short the other day from off of Indisputable with Dr. Rashad. And what I did is I said my piece and then I flipped my camera and recorded the TV and then flipped it back and finished the video. That's how I had to fucking do it. It's ridiculous. Okay, I got to figure out how to get to my playlist here.
But
SNL went too far. There was a short that said Saturday Night Live went too far. Well, that's a matter of opinion.
But I was gonna say something now. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Slipped my mind. My phone is going off. Somebody must be messaging me.
Yeah, we heard your fax machine.
Hey, well, you're once I get my new phone, you won't have to hear it anymore.
Oh, I don't care. I just fuck with you because it sounds like a fucking old ass fax.
It does. Why you think I put it on there?
Every time I hear it, I'm waiting for dial-up to start.
Satellites in outer space are connecting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little. Our state, our United States is like becoming like the Hunger Games, literally.
Right.
Sure, we might not be sending people off yet to fight in groups to kill each other, and the
Right.
survivor wins. But okay, what is this? Come on, click on there. Thank you. Want me to share it or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a minute long, so.
Okay. The system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're fucking Rachel. I just did settings and I didn't want to go there. Okay, do I have to go? I have to go share screen, right? How did I do that?
You've done this more than I have, but.
I know. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking out loud. Okay, also share audio. Okay, that is on. Okay, good. Now we're just waiting for the confirmation from Hillbilly Psycho.
Yeah, apparently I had to give my other phone permission to fucking put the chat bubble up and makes things easier.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Stop with him. Hey, what is going on? Stop with him doing that.
Watch as an innocent college student gets violently thrown in handcuffs simply for trying to change his own tire in front of a lying cop.
Do you work for parking? I don't work for parking. Okay, so what's going on with that?
Well, I need you to tell me what you're doing to me right now.
Okay, what are you doing?
Get your hands off me first, please.
Stop it. Put your hands behind your back.
When I tell you to do something, you do it, okay? No. No, it's not how that works.
That's how actually it is. That's called lawful order.
Go ahead. Out of here. I know my
That's not
rights.
law.
Oh, yeah? That's why you're tough. So what are you arrested for?
Are you trying to charge with theft? And then I just want to be clear because you started searching that.
I told him to pat him down.
Okay, we should have done that before we put him in the car.
I'm charging you with obstruction. You go. Yeah, I'm going to court.
Perfect. Let's go to court.
He doesn't want to talk. So.
Okay, then we're definitely charging him with more than obstruction.
You have a legal obligation to give us your name and date of birth. If you don't do that, you will also be charged with failure to identify.
If I'm doing that, I'm so glad that's what you're charging me with. Your ass is screwed.
Yep. For changing his fucking tire in a parking lot, y'all. But it was a lawful order. He said it was a lawful order for him to identify himself and give him his fucking
debate.
identification. No, it's not a lawful order because he was not committing a fucking crime. And that's what these fucking lawmakers and our fucking government is trying to fucking do, y'all. They're trying to make it where anything a cop says is becoming a lawful order, basically. Okay. So if you're walking down the sidewalk carrying a fucking bag of ice and you're 3 blocks from your house and a cop stops you and tells you to put your ice on the hot sidewalk and give him your ID, you don't want nothing in your hands, then you have to do that. Even though you paid for the ice, nobody called and said you did anything wrong. It's obvious you're not doing anything wrong walking down the sidewalk, but that's because they're making it where that's going to be a lawful order. And that's absolutely fucking ridiculous. So many police officers killed on duty that it puts the rest of them on high alert. Yeah, I agree with that, Alvin. But how many of them motherfuckers brought it on themselves? How many of them fucking cops were harassing somebody that hadn't done anything in the first fucking place, and they got tired of being fucking harassed? I'm not justifying that either, bro. Don't twist. Don't get me twisted. All right, I don't fucking agree with fucking shooting cops either. All right, but I don't want them fucking shooting people that haven't done anything. You know what I'm saying? And now I think it was fucking Tennessee again. Black kid, 15 years old, got stopped 10 days apart. He got stopped, harassed by cops, put in fucking Brian's trying to call him. He got nothing. He done nothing. 10 days later, the same kid walking down the sidewalk on his way home gets stopped again, handcuffed, put on the ground, searched. Both times he had absolutely nothing. But they're still trying to go forward with these fucking charges because he didn't identify himself. He's underage. What's that mean, Alvin?
What up, homie?
You're my fucking go-to for certain information here, brother. He's underage. What does that mean? That means there's supposed to be a parent present, correct? But that's not what they did. That is not what they did. You know. But they're still pressing forward with these fucking charges when the video is clear and evident that the kid wasn't doing anything wrong either fucking time.
I'll talk to them for a minute. You got put it on. Braden should be pulling in.
Damn. This thing doing to me. Wow, I can move my fucking videos around on my playlist, and I didn't realize until now. I accidentally clicked on one. All right, y'all. I gotta run outside. Trying to do too much fucking shit at once.
I know, that's why I took over for you for a minute.
Whatever, man. What the?
Oh.
What right through?
How's your day going, Maria?
Yeah, it's just one of those days.
Make sure I stay pissed off.
What, SWAT finally found him? I'm joking, of course. I'm kidding. Because that's what it sounded like. SWAT's coming or something. I'm like, what? SWAT's got him.
I think he spotted the good neighbor out there.
See, pull up.
Was that him?
Yeah. I said, I almost didn't recognize him in daylight.
I swear I thought he just kept going. I just all I seen was the ass end of the car.
Stop that. Take a walk parking lot. Dog sitting out there on his thing. I said, it's gonna stink here in a minute. He's like, huh? I said, it's gonna stink here in a minute. He's like, I said, I'll try to keep it all over there. And he's like, I knew that ain't gonna work. So,
So-
they roast.
So what are these flock cameras for?
What'd you call me?
The flock cameras. That's
Yeah.
to catch people that are transporting shit, supposedly.
Well,
But they're using it for a lot more than that.
yeah, the problem is with flock cameras, they're using them to violate our fucking rights. That's what they're doing. What am I gonna do with that? Plug it into your phone.
Are those the ones where they
Plug it into
scan?
your phone. Plug it into your phone.
Plug into my phone.
Then how you think it's gonna plug into my phone?
That was-
Maria's trying to hand me the fucking the USB thing for the end of my fucking webcam to plug into my phone as a charging cord. And I was like, you plug that into your phone. Show me how it works.
I'm sorry, Maria, but you took the L on that one. I'm sorry.
I have those moments from time to time.
Yeah. She bleached her hair once, man, and it's just stuck. She went blonde one time and it just never washed out completely, you know. All right, I'm going into my playlist, send you another one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just enough of this stuff to.
Yeah, and that's what pisses me off about when I get fucking clustered like this. Because we should be able to do it a lot quicker, but because of my shit not wanting to work, and then I gotta go through my playlist and send it to you, and then you know what I mean, just makes everything a pain in the ass.
I'm just happy to do
But
it.
now I got, but now I have. Oh my god! Now I have my playlist up, and I got your chat bubble right there. See, so all I gotta do is copy and drop it to you. So, but I had to go into my permissions on this phone to allow the fucking chat bubble to fucking show up over everything else.
So if I go onto my if I go onto my YouTube, I should see a message from you.
Yeah, I can send an old playlist, but I don't want to. I'm just trying to look at certain shit right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, what if you would send it on YouTube Messenger? Would that,
YouTube Messenger. Oh, I didn't think about that. Hang on a second. We'll get to the next one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, here's a 21-minute video from Southern Draw Law. I don't have permission from him yet, but he's the one that showed that autopsy and everything is showing that the shots that killed that 1-year-old in Mississippi came through the side window, not the windshield, which means the cop was not in danger in front of the car like he said he was. He was beside the car, unloading his clip through the passenger window. And the passenger had nothing to do with the fucking diapers. That was the driver of the car, which the driver did get hit. The passenger didn't get hit, but the baby got hit. And that's all it took was one bullet. It went straight through that baby's fucking sternum.
I mean, killing a human being like that is just. I mean, like I said before, normally they would just shoot out the tires and then that'd be the end of it.
Sorry. I wasn't laughing at
It might actually be easier for me to send it to you the way I've been doing it. And the only reason for that is because the YouTube Messenger doesn't stay up on here when I've got my playlist open. So I would literally have to close that out, get back to my home screen, send it to you, and then come back in the playlist. So I'll just have to keep it this way.
We know, so you're prepared.
The coffer? Hell yeah. We just got fair warning that we're going to choke when we smoke this. Not this. This is a cigarette. But
Okay, hey, shush.
hang on. Let me catch up on the comments here. But why do you only hear about cops killing black people? Oh, no. No, that's not the case, Alvin. There's plenty of white folks. I've seen white preachers get put in the fucking torture chair in the jail until they fucking died. One cop went into a fucking church to hold the pastor and everybody else in the church at gunpoint. And I'm not a religious man, but that's fucked up. You know, I am not religious in the slightest. I do not believe in God, but I have always been the man that believes every person has their right to their own belief. I'm not going to judge anybody for believing in God. I'm not going to judge anybody for being Jewish. I'm not going to judge anybody for being Catholic. That is their choice. That is freedom of fucking choice. My choice is not to believe in any of it. But when cops go into a church without a warrant and hold a pastor at gunpoint, it even pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? That even makes me mad. You know, I'm just saying.
But Alvin, it slows down the vehicle, though. It does.
I agree with that, Alvin. I agree with that. But nobody was shooting at the cops to begin with. Nobody was shooting at the police. Nobody was shooting out of that car in Mississippi. That the Mexican, the illegal immigrant in Texas, he wasn't shooting at ICE. The 1-year-old in the car at Walmart wasn't shooting at the cops. The driver wasn't shooting at the cops. The mother wasn't shooting at the cops. But they're opening fire and killing people. And then hiding that body. Dude, they're hiding body cam footage for years in some of these situations. Trying to say it's still under investigation when you check into it, it was checked by internal affairs and they found no wrongdoing. So they didn't release the body cam. You know,
internal affairs would actually say that the cops are wrong. Oh boy. Whoa.
Now I did see a video yesterday where that actually happened. Yes, I did.
Wow.
But trust me, that's a fucking rarity. Absolutely. That's a rarity. And the fact, Alvin, is 99% of the time when a cop is proven that he used excessive force or he killed someone when he shouldn't have or whatever, tasered someone 81 times until they died. Yeah, that actually happened. But when that happens, instead of the cop being fired and losing his pension and losing his certification, he gets the opportunity to resign first, which keeps his pension, and he can go down the road to Jackson County down the street and get rehired to go do the shit all over again. And then once he kills somebody there, then he gets the opportunity to resign again. And then he goes over to fucking Georgia and becomes a cop so he can do it again over and over and over because they're not being fucking punished like everybody else in America is being punished for doing the same shit. We can't just walk up to somebody on the sidewalk and say, put your hands behind the back. You're being detained for my safety. No, we can't fucking do that. But the cops can. Even kids, apparently. Dude, I've seen videos clear back to 8 years old getting put in handcuffs because they were out after curfew. They were out after curfew playing drums on a bucket to make money for their family. And they got arrested and put in handcuffs at 8 years old.
Probably stuck in juvie.
It's like, what? Old school. Yes, sir. Firing into the car with handcuffed individuals. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about, old school? Do you see what happened in Mississippi? I mean, I'm talking about a few different things here because it's all over the fucking country right now. But the main ones is, first we got the black man that went partying with his white friends in Mississippi. They find his body on the island after all the white friends came home. And then we got the black baby in the car in Mississippi that the driver of the car, which was not the mother of the child, supposedly stole diapers. So the cops opened fire into that car, killing the 1-year-old baby, hitting the driver like 6 times. And then we got Texas, illegal immigrant, supposedly. This illegal immigrant that they killed in Texas had been here for 35 years. That man had been in this country and worked for all 35 of those years, putting his kids through college. He just got gunned down in the fucking street like a fucking dog by ICE. Because, and they keep using this dude. It's just like the one in fucking Mississippi when they killed the baby in the car. They're saying the car was driving toward the officer and the officer's life was in danger. So they had to open fire. Well, if they had to open fire because the truck was coming toward the officer, then why is all the pictures we're seeing is this illegal immigrant, this man that didn't have a green card, why is he laying outside the van in the middle of the street dying? If he was in the van driving toward the cops, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, it's just, and then we got, and it's not just the blacks, Alvin, because I can take you up to fucking Georgia, Toccoa, Georgia. A man named Justin Freeman, Elder Justin Freeman, made a remark to a fucking cop, which he already knew was a dirty cop, and the records prove it. This is a dirty cop. He should not have been a cop anywhere. Elder Justin Freeman mentions to Home Depot, I can't believe you still serve scum like that. Talking about that fucking cop. That's freedom of speech, bro. 100% protected First Amendment freedom of speech. This cop follows him out, chases him around, and then next thing you know, there's 3 different departments, 20 different fucking guns, high-powered rifles and all on him and his 11-year-old son that had not committed a fucking crime. I did a video about it, bro. It's on my channel. If you don't believe me, go to Pipsqueak's channel. He's the one that did it, Mr. Pipsqueak. It was his video I reacted to. He's got all the fucking details, bro. It's complete bullshit. And Elder Justin Freeman is still fighting these fucking charges. The fucking bitch, God damn it, what is her fucking name again? Their fucking prosecutor, man. Blonde-haired fucking, oh my God, she's just
Don't know why I keep wanting to call her Karen.
No, yeah, she is a Karen, but no, that's not her name. But this fucking bitch is still pressing the charges, saying he drove toward the cop in his truck when the video clearly fucking shows he never drove toward the fucking cop. But Boykin, Susan fucking Boykin is her fucking name. Susan fucking Boykin in fucking Colorado is still trying to press these fucking charges, which have been proven over and over and over to be non-existent. So he's still fucking dealing with this shit.
Also, don't forget.
Right, old school. Yeah, officer safety. That's the problem right there, bro. It's all about officer safety. Officer safety trumps public safety. How the fuck is that the right way, bro? When you sign up to be a cop, you sign up to protect and serve the public, not protect and serve your fucking buddies. It's protect and serve the people. That's what you signed up for. That's what they took a fucking oath to do. But that's the complete opposite of what officer safety first is. They're putting people in fucking torture cuffs all day, every day for officer safety so they can illegally search their fucking vehicle without a fucking warrant just to find nothing in their fucking vehicle and let them go and expect no fucking consequences out of that.
Don't forget about the case about don't forget about the case of the woman handcuffed in the police car and the train hits the police car. Remember that one?
Yeah. Some of them they are dealing with antagonize. And bro, I have no problem with people antagonizing police. There for a while I was like, all right, man, he pushed it too far. But no, at this point, no, bro. They're arresting people on their own property for cussing in public because the cop just got fucking butthurt. His fucking ego got bruised. So it doesn't matter if you're standing on your front porch, standing in your driveway, standing in your front yard. If you say fuck too loud, half of these fucking cops that in America today are going to fucking arrest you for disturbing the peace, for inciting violence, all that bunch of shit when you were standing on your own fucking property where you're supposed to be protected under the fucking law, under the 4th and 5th Amendment. You're supposed to be protected. But they're being arrested and charged and having to pay fines for talking on their own fucking property, bro.
I mean, I would suggest get a privacy fence, but
yeah, I do see what you're saying, Alvin, and there is some channels that I quit watching because that's all they were doing all day, every day. They were finding a cop to fuck with and trying to get a reaction out of. I quit watching those channels. We've talked about this before. But 90% of the people I watch, it's not their videos. They get them from everywhere else. They pay their own money to get the body cam footage, to get the police reports. They pay for the FOIA request to get the shit, and they'll show the whole body cam uncut, start to finish. When a cop pulls a car over for not using a turn signal, but you seen him use a turn signal. When they stop a car for running a stop sign, but you seen them stop at the stop sign. They'll stop a car for a tail light out, but they don't have a fucking tail light out. You know what I mean? And their fucking dash cam and their body cam shows over and over and over they're pulling people over because they don't like the way they fucking look. Window tint, fucking license plate light, that worked. Dude, I've seen 20 videos people got pulled over for a license plate light. One guy actually got out after the officer handed him the ticket. The fucking traffic stop was over. And the man got out to look at his license plate light, which was working. And he was arrested for obstruction for getting out of his car to prove that the cop was a lying piece of shit.
I mean, sir, if the traffic stop was over, then you can come.
Oh yeah, can't forget that disorderly conduct. Yeah, you can get anything for disorderly, obstruction, disorderly. Both those old school. They're using those to no ends, man.
Like it comes to the point when I see a cop car, I just go the other way.
But that's the thing, bro. That's why this 15-year-old kid got stopped 2 times in 10 days. Because he was walking down the street. He seen a fucking cop. He didn't want to deal with this cop, so he changed his direction. Well, that made him suspicious. So then the cop had to stop him and tackle him to the ground and put him in handcuffs and search him when he had nothing on him and he hadn't committed a crime, but he was suspicious because he didn't want to deal with the fucking cops. 10 days later, same kid walking down the sidewalk gets stopped again because he was touching his waist. Well, if he's touching his waist, then I know he had to have a gun on him. Guess what he didn't have? He had no weapons whatsoever. And it was a gang unit. The police they're called a gang unit. Now, most people comprehend that. It took me a minute. Okay. This is a unit put together specifically for gang activity. Okay. After a minute, it finally registered in my fucking little brain what gang unit means. But they stopped this kid twice. First time he's wearing a black shirt with designs on the front of it, obviously not red or blue or plain black. Second time he's wearing a white t-shirt, not red or blue or plain black. So he wasn't a thug, he wasn't a blood, he wasn't a Crip, and he wasn't a Black Knight. So what was the reason to stop him? Because he changed directions, because he didn't want to walk by the fucking cop that he knew was going to fuck with him. So he went a different direction and the cop followed him to fuck with him anyway. That's possible, Alvin, but very fucking doubtful, bro. Very doubtful. That is spoken like a true cop, though, sir. I will give you that. You are cop-splaining. That's what that is. That's what we call that. That's cop-splaining there, Mr. Alvin. You might have had a short where it went on and off. You're fucking killing me, man. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. All right, play this video real quick. It's not very long either.
C2 News at 6. I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm Corley Peel. Stephania is off tonight. ICE tells KPRC2 News the man used his vehicle to try and run over an ICE agent. That agent then fired his service weapon in self-defense, but questions still remain.
Our team coverage leads the search for answers from the Magnolia Park neighborhood with KPRC2's Jaewon Jung and Joy Addison, but we want to start tonight with Bryce Newberry. Bryce.
Ethan Corley, this all started with an attempted traffic stop when an ICE agent opened fire. That's after the Department of Homeland Security says this illegal immigrant from Mexico being targeted for arrest today tried to run those officers over. That led to Canal Street here being closed for about 8 hours during this investigation.
And the fucking
after
news
this targeted enforcement operation turned deadly just before.
The news is literally just quoting word for word what the police report said. They're not questioning any of it. All the motherfucker had to say right there is supposedly the suspect was driving toward the officer. That's all he had to say. But instead, he's reading word for word the actual police report saying, "Oh yeah, he was driving toward the officers and officer safety and officer feared for his life." There's no fucking camera, no footage whatsoever has been released yet that shows that this guy drove toward the cop. I'm sorry, go ahead.
7 o'clock this evening, ICE spokesperson is confirming that Lorenzo Salgado Araujo passed away at the hospital. ICE agents tried to pull him over, but he allegedly rammed a law enforcement vehicle, did not follow verbal commands, and weaponized his vehicle, ICE says, in an attempt to run over officers. An ICE agent who has not been identified tonight then opened fire, DHS says, in self-defense.
Once again, they won't release the officer's name that killed him.
Shot in the stomach. It says immigration's out there rendering first aid.
Medics rushed Araujo to the hospital with CPR in progress, the Houston Fire Department tells us, but that's where he passed away. The white van, a source says he was driving, got loaded onto a wrecker and towed away from this scene as FBI Houston's evidence response team processed everything here at the request of DHS. So tonight, the FBI is investigating a potential assault on a federal law enforcement officer, while we just got some clarity from DHS in the last 10 minutes or so that department's Office of Inspector General will now investigate the agent-involved shooting. Already, though, this incident has led to calls from local and federal leaders for an independent investigation. My colleague Jaewon Jung just talked with civil rights leaders, and she picks up that part of the story from here. Jaewon?
Yeah, that's right, Bryce. I spoke with LULAC tonight, the directors at LULAC tonight, and what we found out from them, according to Lorenzo Araujo's son, he was picking up some workers around 7 this morning here on Canal Street. We're told he was also a business owner and in the process of gaining legal status here in the United States. Now, his son says he apparently found out about the shooting through Facebook. It's unclear at this time how old Araujo was. Today, DHS officials told us Araujo was using his van as a weapon to ram an ICE agent, and the ICE agent shot and killed him out of self-defense. But LULAC directors claim bystander photos of the van show no visible damage to it. In addition to body cam footage, they're also calling on ICE to release dash cam video, bystander video, and any other available evidence.
If their people are innocent, prove it. But if they're not, don't hide it. Make sure that those who committed a possible crime are held accountable. Today, the LULAC Adelante PAC is offering a $5,000 reward to any citizen or resident who comes forward with any information leading to the arrest, indictment, or the exoneration of those individuals involved in the shooting.
This shooting happened today in the Magnolia Park neighborhood. LULAC directors calling it the heart of Houston's Latin community. Now, LULAC is also calling on Houston Police Department and the Harris County District Attorney's Office to get involved in this investigation. And as you heard from a LULAC past president right there, the organization is offering a $5,000 reward to anyone with more information. We're live in Magnolia Park tonight. Jaewon Jung, KPRC 2 News.
All right, Jaewon, we'll be on standby for those updates. But now we want to get to KPRC 2's Joy Addison.
She is hearing from neighbors reacting to the shooting. Joy.
That's right. I've been able to speak with neighbors, members of this community, people who witnessed the aftermath of that incident, and a family member of one of the men that was inside of that work van. They tell me he worked for the man that was shot. I'll step aside so that you can see.
What are you saying?
Let me explain this again, Alvin. First of all, she's just explained it to you for one thing. So I'm gonna try not to let you raise my blood pressure too much with that comment, okay? So I'm not gonna read it again. But she just explained to you that this man owned a business here. That means he is contributing to society in America. She immediately followed that with he was working on becoming a U.S. citizen. What she doesn't tell you, and another video does, is he has worked in America for 35 years. He has been here for 35 years, and he's worked for 35 years, put all 3 of his American-born children through college. He was on his way to work at 7 o'clock in the morning picking up workers. when this happened. Now, I didn't even catch this part the first time I watched the video. What I was getting ready to say is, for the old timers, this goes for Alvin, old school, and myself that are in here. We used to watch the news, y'all, okay? And back in the day when there was a car accident or someone used their vehicle to ram a government vehicle, we saw the pictures of that damage right there on the fucking news. There's no damage to the white van. There's no damage to the ICE vehicle. But the man's dead. Think about it, bro. Good.
This is where everything happened, right here on Canal Street in front of these homes and businesses. A woman named Montserrat says her family's first indication that something went wrong came from videos posted on social media. A short time later, she says her family learned that her stepfather had been among the men stopped by ICE. Take a look at your screen. She showed us this photo, which she says was taken after the incident and appears to show her stepfather in custody. She says her family has been trying to determine where he was taken. Just across the street, I spoke with a homeowner who also operates a business right here on Canal. She reviewed and shared surveillance footage from this morning. Now, we broke it down into these freeze frames. The images appear to show most of the men no longer at the scene, while one man remains handcuffed and on the ground. At this point, we have not confirmed this man's identity, but Montserrat says she recognizes him and believes it was another person who had been riding in the van, but is not her stepfather. She says her stepfather managed to call the family briefly a couple of hours after the incident around 10 a.m. and told them that he was being taken into custody. Since then, she says they've been waiting for more information.
We don't know what happened. We just seen a video on social media where he was on the floor. His coworker was on the ground too, and someone was bleeding. So someone got shot. That's all we know.
Now, Montserrat says her stepfather and the other men that you saw in that photo worked for the man that was shot. This is an ongoing.
Bro. There is no proof. They're refusing to release the cop's name that shot him, and they're refusing to release the fucking body cam footage. They're refusing to release the dash cam footage. But eyewitnesses that were standing there, that were in the fucking area, said it didn't happen. The fucking news just told us, and the news always sticks on the cop side. The news just told us there's no damage to the van. You do not ram a ICE vehicle with a Chevy fucking cargo van and not cause any damage. I love my Chevys, okay? But if you hit something built like one of these fucking police vehicles, you're going to have damage. I don't care where you hit it. You're going to damage that van. So the whole point of them shooting this man is they said he rammed the fucking ICE vehicle with his van. There is no damage. And why were they trying to pull him over if he's already filed for his fucking green card? He was already in the process of becoming a U.S. citizen. So what kind of information is ICE going off of except the fact that, oh, you don't look American, I'm going to stop you? How many fucking citizens, actual citizens, have they already killed, bro? ICE is complete bullshit, dude. And you're not going to convince me otherwise of that. Trump is a piece of shit for fucking creating it. Trump is a fucking racist for creating ICE, bro. I'll even go there. Which we already knew he was fucking racist because it was proven fucking 40 years ago that he wouldn't fucking rent an apartment to a black family. But we still put the motherfucker in the White House like dumbass. Twice. Comply and work it out of court. Dude, you're gonna blow my fucking blood pressure through the roof with that shit. I can't afford bread. So what makes you think I can afford a lawyer if I get fucking wrongfully fucking tackled to the ground and fucking tased and hospitalized by police? I can't get no fucking lawyer, bro.
And that's for getting a good lawyer.
And yeah, that's a good lawyer. You need a good lawyer. You better have a good lawyer against some of these prosecutors, especially like Susan Boykin. Susan Boykin. Especially when you're fighting bitches like Susan Boykin up there in Georgia, you better have the best motherfucking lawyer money can buy.
And some
not
of
everybody's got that luxury, Alvin.
And some of
it do not have to get to that fucking point, bro. We are not fucking free in America, Alvin, if we have to go to fucking court when we're fucking innocent. There's no reason we should have to get pulled over when we haven't committed a fucking crime. There's no reason to get stopped walking down the fucking sidewalk because you're fucking different color. And that's what these fucking pigs are doing, bro. That's why we call them pigs. They are earning the fucking hate, man. You need to open your fucking eyes. Forget about what they taught you and what you're supposed to believe. You know, reread the fucking Constitution, man, because half of what the cops fucking do are completely against our fucking constitutional fucking rights, bro. They violate our First Amendment, our Second Amendment. If you have a fucking gun, you have a Second Amendment right in America to have a fucking gun. But any person carrying a firearm is an automatic threat to a fucking cop because it's officer safety first. Freedom of speech when you're fucking protesting with a fucking sign in front of public property or on a public sidewalk, people getting arrested. That's a violation of our First Amendment. They're going into fucking houses without fucking warrants. That's a violation of our Fourth Amendment. They're searching our fucking cars without fucking warrants. That's a violation of our Fourth Amendment. They're asking for identification when no fucking crime is being committed. That is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. It's constant fucking violations of our Constitution, man. As soon as anybody that signs up to be a cop, when they agree to the bullshit that they're supposed to fuck with people for, they are shitting on the Constitution right then and there. They are signing their name that I do not give a fuck about the rights of the American people, and I will do what I am told to by the collar of law by any means necessary, and officer safety is first. That's what the fuck y'all sign. And now Trump is sending military, bro. The fucking National Guard that killed that fucking boy in Tennessee, that's fucking military, bro. That's fucking martial law. I've been trying to warn y'all for fucking 5 years on here that martial law was coming. I didn't realize that asshole was going to be the one to do it, but I told y'all it was coming.
What was the National Guard? Well, again,
that's the martial law that Trump put on Tennessee.
Yeah,
certain spot in Tennessee, they said the crime rate was too high, so Trump sent in fucking National Guard to access, or whatever that word is, martial law. Well, then Tennessee said, no, we don't fucking need them. The crime rate was already dropping before you sent those motherfuckers down here. We don't need a National Guard here. National Guard is not trained to enforce law. National Guard is soldiers trained to fucking kill. Okay? So we don't want them here. So their court says, all right, we're with the people. Get them out of here. We don't need them. And then the fucking appeal court says, oh, no. Trump wants them there. We're going to put them back. And now we got a fucking man dead. A 20-year-old father dead in the middle of the fucking street because Trump just had to have his fucking martial law down there in Tennessee. And Alvin, I've seen 500 fucking videos. Old school, you still in here? Bro, combined, we probably seen 5,000 fucking videos of people complying and still getting fucking tased, still getting hit with resisting, still getting hit with obstruction, still getting hit with bullshit, even when they do what they're fucking told. If you fucking express your Fifth Amendment right to fucking keep your mouth shut, whatever. I don't remember the exact words for the Fifth Amendment. I just know it's like played no contest. That's about all I know about it. People exercise their Fifth Amendment right to be silent, and they still get arrested and get charged with obstruction. Even though they have already fucking given them their fucking ID, they gave them their fucking insurance, they gave them their fucking registration. The cop ran the fucking tags, and it comes back to that same fucking person. But that person doesn't want to tell them where you coming from, where you going to, what are you doing out here, which is none of the cops' fucking business. But because they decide to be quiet But they still did everything lawfully supposed to do, which was give them their fucking driver's license, give them their insurance, give them their fucking registration, everything they were supposed to give them. But when they refused to answer where you coming from, where you going, where you been, when they refuse to answer that shit, they get arrested anyway. And you just keep saying comply and take it to court and sort it out. Fuck that, bro. That is not fucking freedom. That is the farthest fucking thing from freedom. Dude, that is some fucking straight up Nazi shit. When you can pull someone over for the color of their fucking skin, or because we've seen someone else drive a car similar to that and they were a bad person, or your license plate fucking reader reads it and the car belongs to someone with a warrant, doesn't mean that person's driving the fucking vehicle. He could have let his buddy drive the fucking car who's completely fucking legal. And then once you pull the car over and it's not that person the tags came back to, and they give you their ID and their fucking their driver's license and their insurance and their fucking registration, but they don't want to tell you nothing else because it ain't none of your fucking business, they get arrested anyway.
Well, technically,
so all you keep saying with this shit, Alvin, is fuck the Constitution, fuck the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, fuck them all. That's what you keep saying every time you say comply or let the court sort it out. That's all I hear, bro, is you saying fuck the Constitution. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to piss you off, but I am pissed off, and I speak what's on my fucking mind. That's what I hear every fucking time you say that.
like, technically,
Sorry, can't hit the keyboard. Yeah, years upon years, bro. That's exactly what the fuck they do, Alvin. I'm going to highlight that, buddy. I'm going to highlight that one. That's exactly what the fuck these motherfuckers do. Every fucking day, man. Every fucking day, that's what they do. He said, you make it sound like they just go around and randomly pick on people. Most of the time, they must have done something to draw attention to themselves. You need to watch more of these videos, bro. You really do. And you don't even have to trust everybody I do. Just watch the ones that show the full fucking thing from start to finish. When it starts out with the officer's body cam still driving his car and the dash cam from that officer. When it shows start to finish body cam. You need to pay more attention to these fucking videos, bro. That's exactly what's happening every fucking day in this so-called free country. Yeah, for not answering questions. We don't have to answer fucking questions. If I'm pulling, especially when it's a fucking traffic violation. If you didn't use the turn signal, you rolled through a stop sign, that is a fucking traffic violation. That is license, insurance, registration. But every fucking cop in America now, every fucking one, every fucking cop that makes a traffic stop, I don't give a fuck whether we're in Ohio, Florida, fucking Washington, or fucking Alaska. Every fucking traffic stop, you going fucking here, I smell marijuana. I smell marijuana in the car. I got an odor of marijuana coming from the car. I'm going to need y'all to step out. Dude, that's every fucking traffic stop now. Every fucking cop in this fucking country. And you know damn well every person driving a car ain't smoking fucking weed. I'm not saying none of them are. But I just keep seeing evidence after evidence after evidence of them saying they smelled marijuana and the driver looked intoxicated and they blow a 0.0 on the breathalyzer. Ain't no weed in the motherfucking car. Their eyes ain't even bloodshot. But they got pulled out of the car so they could illegally search the fucking vehicle on a false fucking statement by a fucking cop. Just like the canines. They bring out the fucking canines, and I've watched them drop the red ball to get the canine to fucking hit. I've seen them tap the car to get that canine to hit. And every time that canine does what they tell them to do, that gives them the authority to search that fucking car. You know, come on, man. Arrested for obstruction and resisting. Exactly, old school. For not answering questions. But how many times do they tell the cop they don't have driver's license? Why are they trying to hide? Well, if you don't, some people actually do drive without a driver's license there, Alvin. And I know in your eyes that is illegal. But if we go way back, man, if we go way back before all these fucking Trumps and fucking Bushes and Clintons and Obamas, if we go way back, there was this thing called right to travel, right? And right to travel gave you the right to ride or fucking walk anything you wanted to fucking take cross country. What happened was a guy named Henry Ford built the Model T. He got the fucking vehicle started. 9 years after he built the Model T, then the driver's license shit comes into effect. And then even years after that, the seatbelt law came into effect. And then years after that, the insurance law came into effect. And now here every American sits paying way too much for gas, way too much for insurance, way too much for tags. I have no problem with renewing the driver's license every 4 years, but it should be fucking free because we have the right to travel in America. The seatbelt law is a violation, bro. How is it not illegal to cause self-harm, but it's law that you have to wear a seatbelt when driving a fucking car? The only person you're putting in danger by not wearing a seatbelt is yourself. You're not putting other drivers in danger because you're not wearing a seatbelt. But it was made law to collect more revenue for the fucking states. That's all the fuck it is. They just keep coming up with more shit to collect more revenue from their fucking road pirates, armed fucking psychopaths that they call fucking cops, and they're fucking revenue generators. That's what they do. They stop people, they fine people, they make people go to court, they make people pay for shit that they didn't even fucking do, and they generate revenue for the fucking state. They keep saying they ain't got a fucking quota, but we know better. The whole fucking country knows better, man. The fucking places get more fucking money from their fucking, I don't know what the fuck you call them, their pushers, their fucking sponsors, or whatever the fuck you call them. They get more money just like the private prisons. The private prisons, all prisons are private, by the way. They're all privately fucking owned. A lot of people don't know that. The private prisons get more money if they keep all those cells full. So the more people they can keep in there, the more money they make.
Yep.
And they hire cops and put y'all out there and give you a fucking quota. If you don't arrest this many people or get this many DUIs or whatever, I'm going to demote your ass or something. So they got to go out there and they got to charge people DUI even if they wasn't drunk. They got to charge people with something. They got to get them for that obstruction and that fucking disturbing the peace and fucking resisting arrest and fucking everything that can fuck tackle on somebody that was completely innocent in the first fucking place, because y'all are fucking revenue generators making money for the fucking government. And I want to know where the fuck that money is, because you know that's not public fucking accessible. That's not public knowledge. We can't just Google. I can't just Google how much did Fayette County, Ohio make in speeding tickets, just traffic tickets alone in 2025. Google says I don't have an answer for that because they don't have to fucking report it. What I would have to do is go to every fucking sheriff's department and every fucking police department in Fayette County and file a FOIA request to get that information and then add it all together just to find out how much my county fucking made. So that, you know, there's billions and billions of fucking dollars there that the public has never fucking told about. And where the fuck's that money go? Because they're paying the fucking lawsuits with tax money too. So where's the fucking money going that they're stealing and pirating from the fucking public, man? Yeah, and pressing your papers against the window. They don't like that. They'll bust your window out for that, old school. You got that right. I watched an old lady in Arizona. An old woman in Arizona just got done feeding the homeless. And the cop busted her fucking window to get her out of her car because she didn't want to answer questions. But she was holding all of her papers up against the fucking glass so he could see it. He busted the window to get her out of that car. Yeah, that college kid, perfect example. You talk about changing the tire earlier, old school. Yeah. Well, fuck it. There's been all kinds of college kids get fucked with, actually. We've seen a lot of videos of college kids. That was classic. Cop pulled a guy over and arrested him for bird shit. Oh, yeah. You seen that one, too? Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. They did, dude. They pulled over a fucking car that had dry bird shit all over the hood. They obviously parked underneath the fucking power line or fucking tree, right? The fucking cop said it was coke. Dude, they were scraping up dry bird shit into a fucking vial to test it. And they were trying to arrest this man for having cocaine on the hood of his car. Just loose cocaine on the hood of his car. Like he just stopped at the stop sign or like he like gunned it, hit the gas and threw the bag so he could just hit it as it was on its way down. He just hit it with his car and poof, put it all over the hood. I don't know what the fuck that cop was thinking, but yeah, I know what video old school's talking about. It was ridiculous. You can travel, you just can't drive. And that's the bullshit, Alvin, because it's revenue generating for the states that doesn't do anything to improve the highways or to improve police training, for instance. You know, like when they have a man on the ground, 4 cops on top of him, and then they stick the fucking canine on him. Yeah, did you see that? That's one of my shorts in case you missed it. That was also in fucking Tennessee. That wasn't the National Guard, dude. That was the cops. They pulled a man over. He was resisting, okay? I'm not going to fucking say he wasn't. He was a big boy. But they had him on the ground, all right? They finally grabbed his weave, and they swung him around, and they got him on the ground, and there's 3 cops on top of his ass. He wasn't going nowhere. You know what the 4th cop did? You want to know what that 4th cop did? He went and got the canine out the truck and let the canine bite the shit out of this man while he was being held on the ground by 3 fucking police officers. Now, guess what they found Friday morning checking the cells at the jail? They found that man dead in the jail cell that they allowed the canine to attack after they already had him detained. Because they keep doing it. And they're going to keep doing it, Alvin. It's going to keep happening. It ain't never going to stop as long as motherfucking qualified fucking immunity fucking exists. As long as there is a FOP, a police union, and qualified fucking immunity, it's never going to fucking stop. Until that shit is completely gone, no longer exists, we're never going to be fucking safe from tired ass fucking police, bro. Ever. And it's just getting worse every fucking day. Ain't none of it getting better. It just keeps getting fucking worse, which tells me when my grandchildren are grown-ass adults, they ain't going to be able to walk down the fucking street. They're going to be in fear of their life. They're going to be under curfews. They're going to be in District 12, motherfucking Hunger Games. Don't go outside this fence or you will be shot. Sounds a lot like Germany, doesn't it? They're just making our concentration camps a little bigger. And I know you got that cop mentality stuck in your brain, man. I understand that. And you know I love you. That's the only reason I'm still, you know, I haven't completely blew my fucking lid, man, because I know that shit was beat into your fucking head, and I understand that. But all I'm asking, all I'm begging you to do, man, is to stop, try to shut down that cop mentality for just a little while, just a short time. Don't even have to be for days. You know, give me 20 minutes. Just take 20 minutes. Try to shut down that cop mentality and think about when people are told to get out of the car, put in handcuffs, and eventually arrested for not using a turn signal, or the windows are too tinted. And because they ask questions like, why'd you pull me over? You know, why do I have to get out of my car? What reason do you have that I have to get out of my car? When they ask questions like that, that's automatic. You're going to jail, bro.
Maria,
you're going to
check your
jail.
messenger.
You're going to jail for asking that cop questions.
I got something on there that Willie needs to see.
Yeah, the one with blue zeros, old school. Yeah, I've seen that several times, man. I've seen that several times. Yeah, that's all I'm asking, Alvin. I'm going to say this again, man. I can't stress this enough. I don't disagree that we need police. Okay, we need something, because if not, we'd all just fucking kill each other like it was old Wild West days. I know this. I'm not stupid. Okay, but we don't need the cops acting like it's the fucking old Wild West days either and getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the cops, because the cops are pressing false charges. Fucking crooked ass, fucking dirty ass, fucking people like Susan Boykin are proceeding with those charges that she knows are complete bullshit. Everything about that, what happened to Justin Freeman, was fucking illegal. From the illegal fucking attempted traffic stop to the illegal fucking detaining with fucking firearms, to fucking ramming the front of his truck with a fucking police cruiser, to putting his 11-year-old son in the chokehold. There wasn't nothing legal about that. But instead of the cops being on trial in Georgia, Justin Freeman is still awaiting trial, still trying to fight the charges that never existed. There was no lawful stop. Therefore, everything after that is nothing except assault on Justin Freeman and his 11-year-old child. That's the only thing that happened. Was a fucking flat-out assault by the Georgia fucking cops.
Maria, did you see my message?
Yeah, he's reading it now.
Yeah, same thing you told me. Yeah.
Yep.
Road Warrior tried to ask how much Elkhart County, is that in Indiana?
Yep.
Elkhart County in Indiana got in speeding tickets in 2025. This is what Google says. Specific revenue numbers tracking exactly how much money Elkhart County generated solely from speeding tickets in 2025 are not publicly itemized in local or state financial reports. Traffic ticket revenue is pulled into broader budget categories or distributed among various state and local funds. The following factors break down how traffic citation money is handled in the county.
There's
and you know that's still just it's just a big old fucking crock of bullshit is what the fuck it is. Because all these, I guarantee, if we asked, what are these fucking various state and local funds? I guarantee everything they name off covered by tax money. It's already paid for. But they're saying, I guarantee that's where they're going to say part of that money's going, because it's billions, dude. I mean, it literally, if we think about the whole country from coast to coast, north to south, corner to corner, every fucking dollar they get from minor victimless traffic violations, whether it's a seatbelt, a speeding ticket for going 5 miles an hour over. Now, I'm not going to, I do, reckless driving is reckless driving, okay? If you're in a fucking 35 and you're doing fucking 60, you're fucking reckless driving. But if you're in a 35 and you're doing 37, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But we're seeing that more and more too. Old school probably can back me up on that one too, man. We're seeing that more and more. You were doing 37 and a 35. You were doing 38 and a 35. You were doing 43 and a 40. It's like, why the fuck did you stop me then? What did I actually fucking do? You were driving 3 miles an hour over the fucking speed limit, 2 miles an hour over the fucking speed limit. Come the fuck on, man. Split traffic revenue, broader categories, financial reporting through the Elkhart Clerk Group's ticket revenue, general fines, fees, and forfeitures category rather than separating them by specific infractions like speeding. So they just put it all together. All traffic money goes together. State versus local splits in the Indiana traffic ticket cost consist mostly of state mandated court costs. Only a small infraction fine portion goes into the local county general fund, while the majority of the fee is redistributed to state level funds such as the Computer Simulator Fund, Law Enforcement Training Fund, and Highway Work Zone Fund. All shit paid for by fucking taxpayers. Just like I fucking called it, boys. Come the fuck on.
Oh, I'm
Come
giving
the
you
fuck
more
on, man.
stuff.
So they're
I'm giving
telling us the reason people are getting stopped without probable cause and being fined for shit anyway is so they can pay those 40 guys doing that construction job where there's only 3 people working and fucking 37 washing, but they're all making $50 an hour. That's where that money's going for these traffic tickets. Okay.
Oh,
Makes sense now why they need so much.
I'm sending you more. Don't you worry.
Do stuff blatantly on camera. Yeah, dude, they do it on camera, and the motherfuckers will be like, and their fucking chief or commander will be like, I didn't see anything against policy. That was just fine and dandy. And then they promote the motherfucker. Well, then 7, 8 months later, 3 years later, well, we're paying $1 million. We're paying a $3 million lawsuit. Apparently that wasn't okay. Well, why wasn't the chief in trouble too? Why wasn't the whole fucking everybody involved fucking fired? You know, and if the chief has done this multiple times, if you got a fucking police chief or sheriff that has allowed more, okay, 5. I'm gonna make the magic number 5. And I know that's even giving them a lot. Okay, I should have said 3, but I'm gonna stick with 5. I'm gonna stick with my guns. Say a cop, a sheriff, or a chief in charge of that police department, whether it be sheriff, highway patrol, city cop, whatever. Say there's 5 times something comes across him and he says that there was nothing wrong with it. There was nothing in there against the violated policy. There was no police abuse. There was no what the fuck's that word now? God damn it. Use of force. There was no excessive use of force. Say he does that 5 times and it comes back and they get sued. The city gets sued on 5 different ones that the chief or sheriff approved. Don't you think he should at least spend a few days in the jail cell where they put all those innocent people? If he clears 5 of them, like I said, I should have made that number 3, but even at 5, if he does it enough times, shouldn't that be enough to tell you this man doesn't care if his cops are beating people up, tasering them, shooting them, or whatever? He don't fucking care as long as they're generating that revenue. You know what I mean? I've seen them pull over people for going, oh yeah, bro, I watched one the other day. Yeah, driving too slow. There was one man that got pulled over twice in like 5 minutes, bro. The first one they got pulled over for speeding, then they got pulled over for driving too slow. I'll see if I can find that video and send it to you. The same cop. He pulled him over for speeding, then gave him their ticket for speeding. They took off driving. He pulls them over again for driving too slow.
I sent you more.
Basically saying you got to stay within a 5-mile-an-hour fucking thing or you're illegally driving. In fact, Georgia or Alabama made it a arrestable offense. Oh, yeah, driving under the speed limit? Right, yeah. Yeah, you can't drive 2 miles an hour over, but you can't drive 2 miles an hour under either. You got to be right there. If you in a 35, you better be going 34, 35, or 36. Anything other than that, you will be pulled over and you will get a ticket.
Yeah.
It probably was Georgia, man, because Georgia's the same place that Justin Freeman dealing with this shit. He's not the only Freeman. It's still James Freeman. James Freeman's still fucking locked up, still fighting these fucking bullshit charges they put on him too. And the very fucking max that they could actually, the one legit fucking thing, 2 legit charges they might have on James Freeman is he didn't pull over when they told him to, and he probably did resist arrest a little bit. But all the other shit that they said they were pulling him over for doesn't fucking exist. You know what that means? That means that it was an illegal stop in the first place. Just like it was with Justin Freeman. Just saying.
I gave you the whole thing of what AI overview said to me about that
Then there was that Florida deputy. All dude, Florida's dude. I don't want to get nowhere near Florida. I've seen enough about their cops, dude. I don't want to do nothing to do with Florida, bro. The Florida deputy sheriff that was planting the drugs on a bunch of people, right?
Or I sent you the last one they sent me. That way it's easier for you to read.
Is he the same one that pulled over that lady in the red truck and she was honest as fuck, didn't have driver's license? She told him she didn't have driver's license. She had to get the truck home to whoever else lived in the house, or be it her husband or whatever, that did have a driver's license, and it was their vehicle. You know, so that's the reason she didn't immediately pull over. She wanted to get the truck home so the motherfuckers didn't tow it, right? So, well, that's not your choice. You pull over when I tell you to pull over, you know, that cop. Well, then he throws her in the back seat. After he throws her in the back seat, he goes to his trunk, grabs something, walks up, opens up the passenger side door, and throws it on the passenger seat. It was a bag of crack that he had taken off another suspect like an hour before that he pulled over for speeding or some dumbass traffic violation. It was his shit. And this dude put it in the trunk of his fucking car and then pulls over this woman, which I can't even remember why they were pulling her over, but she didn't have a license, so they had her on that. But I can't remember the actual reason for the stop. But he decides he's going to plant this shit on her. And they caught him. They fucking caught his ass. Because there's a camera in the cop cars, like, that is on the person in handcuffs in the back seat of the car. But that the wide angle of that camera, you can actually see the edge of the trunk, and you can see the whole front seat and passenger door. So you seen this cop put her in, go to the trunk, open the trunk, shut the trunk, walk up, open the passenger door, and throw this bag of crack on the fucking passenger seat, and then tried to fucking charge her for it. And she did get charged for it. She got fucked. She got hemmed up until the investigators started checking into shit and checking in video. And they even was even able to go back to the previous traffic stop to the black man where he got the bag of crack. They even found that. You know what I mean? So they know where he got it, and then seen him try to fucking plant it on somebody else. So that's what I was trying to say earlier, man. It's not just black people and Hispanics. You know, I do believe they are dealing with more shit, especially with ICE and the Hispanics. There's no doubt they're dealing with more shit than any of us right now. But they be doing it to everybody, dude. It don't matter what color. I've seen Asians get arrested for fucking sitting in the back seat of their car reading a book during a thunderstorm at a gas station. The gas station attendant called and said this car has been sitting out here for over an hour. Well, she didn't mention it's been storming like a motherfucker the whole time either. And literally this little Asian guy just came over to visit. He was going to a fucking Christian place, some kind of a church place that was literally like less than 20 miles away from where he was. He was almost there. I think this was Georgia too, if I remember right. And he was in the backseat of his car reading a book during the storm. And the fucking Karen at the gas station got scared, so she called the cops to check on him. Well, the cops checking on him ended up him being hauled to fucking jail for fucking loitering, I guess, because he wasn't moving fast enough. This man provided his ID. He did everything he was told to fucking do. When they told him to leave, he wasn't fast enough, so they fucking arrested him. All because he wasn't fucking George fucking Thompson, fucking all white American. You know what I mean? I don't give. It might not have mattered in that case, because I've seen so many, even whites. It doesn't matter what color you are. Cops are going to fuck with you. You know, and like, I'm not going to deny though. I mean, we still don't have it as bad as the other ones. There's no doubt about that. There's too much video evidence that they're fucking with they're fucking with black people in 90% black communities. You know, it's like they're going into their neighborhood to specifically fuck with them in front of their friends and neighbors now. You know, like, what are you going to do about it? It's like, here we are. We're the cops. This is what we're going to do. What are you going to do about it? You know, they really are, man.
Well,
but in the meantime, till lab results come back, people lose their jobs. Yeah, until the lab results come back and all that shit. Yeah, you lose your job. You might lose your fucking house. You know, if you had car payment, fuck, you're going to lose your fucking car, depending on how long you were in there. If you owe child support, that shit's building up. And the whole fucking time, you're innocent trying to ride out the fucking, the system, like Alvin said, man. Let the court sort it out. That's all he keeps saying, fucking comply with the cop and let the court sort it out. That's what he keeps saying. Well, and I told him, dude, that's why I need you to drop your cop mindset. Try to block that out just for 5 fucking minutes, man. Because people get their fucking lives ruined by this shit. When they get locked up when they didn't even fucking commit a traffic violation, there was no crime whatsoever, but they go to jail because they don't want to tell the cop where they're coming from and where they're going because it ain't none of his fucking business. So they go to fucking jail. Then you lose your job. You might lose your house. Get behind on child support if you owe child support. Life fucking ruined. But the cops don't give a flying fuck about that. They don't. Oh, that's their problem. That ain't my problem. I'm still making my $250,000 a year. I can still feed my kids. I ain't worried about theirs. You know. Well, I'm fucking human, so I worry about everybody that's human and other animals like dogs and cats, but mainly humans. But when I watch a video, and I'll show this one too, bro. There's another video where the cops were looking for a stolen car. They enter a backyard, private property, open a gate, enter a backyard with a fucking German Shepherd already standing there and 2 dog houses next to the German Shepherd. Okay, I'm not a smart man, but if there's 2 dog houses, I'm thinking they both don't belong to just that one German Shepherd. I'm assuming that German Shepherd got a buddy back there somewhere. Well, Mr. Policeman once just had to go in this fucking on his private property without a fucking warrant. He decides it just must be the one dog. So he decides to open the gate and walk his fat ass in there. And if you've seen my video, I can call this guy fat ass, okay? So he decides to walk his ass into this fucking yard. And as soon as he gets inside the gate, here comes the buddy, the other dog house, fucking Rottweiler, massive motherfucker. You're in that dog's yard, motherfucker. You just came in his fucking domain. So the fucking dog ran toward the cop. The cop kicks it, and then boom. Family dog fucking dead. Family dog dead. You know what? After that, instead of, oh shit, what did I just do? Instead of, there's nobody home. So instead of, oh shit, what did I just do? We need to get medical attention for their dog. No. The dog crawls over by the fence and lays there for 20 minutes and dies. Lays there and bleeds out. While 13 cops walk around the yard looking for the shell casing, looking for their evidence that they just fucking dropped when he shot the fucking dog. And then after they find the shell casing, there's no stolen car. There was nowhere to get a car into this backyard. First of all, I forgot to clarify that part. There was no access to put a vehicle in the backyard. There was no opening big enough to put a car through. You know what I'm saying? It was the gate. Yeah, they would have had to take it pieces, take it apart, and put it in there. That's the only way it was getting in there. But so after the dog dies, they find the shell casing. They literally pick the dog up by its feet like this, like a bag of potatoes, carry it out, put it in an animal control vehicle, and took it away and destroyed it. Before the people even came home to find this out.
Like destroyed it, burn it. So
burn it up to ashes. They couldn't even collect the remains. They couldn't say goodbye to their dog, nothing, dude. It was done. It was over with. So the people come home and shit, they're probably wondering what the fuck. They get a phone call that, oh yeah, they tell him one of our officers had to shoot one of your dogs because it was attacking him. And by the way, your German Shepherd is in the pound because she was out roaming the streets. I wonder why the other dog would have been out in the street. Could it have been because they killed the other dog that was in there with her? Or could it have been because there was 13 strangers with uniforms walking around the backyard with the fucking gate open? Huh. So then, insult to injury, they killed the man's fucking Rottweiler. He had to pay $200 to get his fucking German Shepherd back. But what the fucking cops didn't know, baby, there was a 360 security camera on the back of the fucking house that caught every fucking bit of it. Every fucking second was captured on a 360 security camera, baby. Got it all. He had two of them, actually. The one over on the side of the house shows him walk up the driveway and then leave. And then about 2 minutes later, Fat Boy comes back by himself. And then it goes to the back 360 security camera, watches him walk up to the gate and sees the German Shepherd. Oh, she's friendly. All right. There's 2 dog houses, but I'm a dumbass, so I'm not going to figure the 2 dogs. So he walks on in the fucking gate, and then here comes this fucking 120-pound fucking Rottweiler around the fucking corner. And instead of running back out the gate and getting the fuck out of private property that you're not even legal to fucking be on, instead of doing that, he shot the dog dead. So,
well,
you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, you know,
so many false positives, right?
I'm like, let's turn the situation around. Let an ordinary person shoot a canine. What will happen?
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah. And that's what the videos I reacted to on that. It was here's the deal. That's exactly what he said. What would happen if we walk up and open up the canine door on the canine car and shoot the dog because it lunged at us? What would happen to us?
Well,
or if we walk up into the canine training place and we walk in there, we walk in a gate that says "Do not fucking enter," and then one of those canines comes and charge at us, and we shoot it. What's going to happen?
But
it ain't going to be the same thing happen to that cop. I'll guarantee you.
Best scenario is you get arrested and thrown into jail. Worst scenario is you guys.
This was in California, by the way. It was one of those Santa something.
San Jose, San Antonio, San
Antonio, Texas, by the way. San Bernardino. Yep, San Bernardino, California. There it is.
Sorry.
What's wrong with this? Cops show up at the wrong house, destroy the house, and then don't have. Oh yeah, bro. There's a woman in I believe Florida. There's a woman in Florida right now. It's either 7 or 8 years. She's still been trying to get her front door replaced when the SWAT team kicked it in with the wrong address. They weren't even where they were supposed to be. They were supposed to be across the street. So the people they were actually supposed to be raiding were watching her get raided. So they're just walking their shit out the back door or flushing it down the toilet or whatever they had to do. They're probably smoking a blunt watching this shit happen. Look at that, man. I can't believe they ain't busted this door in. I wonder what she did. You know, it's a little old lady who hadn't done shit. They just went to the wrong fucking address. Almost 8 years later, she's still trying to get her fucking door fixed. Still trying to get that door paid for.
What about Afro Man? Remember that one?
Lemon pound cake. Oh, dude, they didn't have to pay for his shit either. They didn't have to pay for his shit either.
I mean, Afro Man,
that piece of shit fucking judge, dude. Oh my God, oh my God, man. I mean, I already knew Ohio was in trouble with DeWine as the fucking governor. But when I found out and seen what that judge's fucking decision was in that court case, I'm like, are you fucking serious? Afro Man wins, but he still has to pay half the court costs. The fuck?
How does that work?
Bro, look it up. Look it up. Google what was the final ruling in the Afro Man versus Adams County. It was Adams County, Ohio. The judge made him pay half the fucking court cost. And his excuse for that was because he made the music with things. But that's what the cops were trying to sue him for, was defamation by his making his music And the judge had no fucking choice but to rule anything he had on his home security camera, the cops did to their fucking self. So it was his to do with whatever he wanted to do with it.
Afro Man's final ruling, right?
Yep. Final ruling in Afro Man versus Adams County.
Ruling.
All right, old school.
An Ohio jury ruled in favor of the rapper Afro Man, rejecting a lawsuit filed by 7 Adams County sheriff's deputies who claimed he defamed them. The deputies sued for nearly $4 million after Afro Man used security footage from a 2022 raid on his home for a viral music video like Lemon Pound Cake. The jury found his artistic commentary protected by the First Amendment. For the breakdown of how the judge decided to split the court costs following the verdict.
Told you.
Here we go. Ugh. Oh my gosh. This is even
Afro Man won the fucking case. Won it flat out. But still had to pay half the court costs.
The ruling. The jury rejected the ruling. The jury rejected the plaintiff's case of claims of defamation, invasion of privacy. Judge Jonathan Hine ruled entirely in the rapper's favor, meaning no damages were awarded to the deputies. So that's
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that was the cops trying to sue Afro Man over the videos.
Oh, post-vertical developments. Despite winning the jury verdict of all counts, the judge ordered Afro Man to pay half of the extensive court costs. This decision was made because Afro Man's own countersuits were dismissed before they could reach the jury, essentially leading the judges to conclude that both sides took some losses in the broader legal battle.
But as long as Afro Man doesn't quit, it's not over. I guarantee fucking you. At least if he's as smart as I think he is, but he's probably scared too, because I don't know why he decided to live in that racist ass county. I know what Adams County is, y'all. I've got family in Adams County. I know what Adams County is, and that's not a good place for some people to be. But that's where he wanted to be. That's where he's got his place. But and it's probably the same fucking judge. I don't know, but I know it's already crooked that they already dismissed his countersuit for them coming into his fucking house and going through his fucking safe and everything, because they literally executed this fucking search warrant on his fucking house from an anonymous fucking phone call. They had an anonymous fucking phone call saying that someone was being held hostage in his fucking house.
Do you know what?
So they brought the SWAT team. And there was nobody being held in his house.
I wonder if he was swatted. I'm actually thinking he got swatted. Basically, somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Karen called and they sent the SWAT team. But the judge signed a warrant for this fucking SWAT team to enter the house. They didn't enter without a warrant. Some fucking asshole fucking judge said, "Oh yeah, that fucking random fucking anonymous call is enough to issue a warrant. He's a black man living in Adams County, so that's enough for me." You know what I mean? That's how I fucking see it, man. That's how I see it. Because that's Adams County, man, and that's just more of the fucking shit that needs fucking changed. You know, that judge has no business being a fucking judge. You know, these cops that were in there going through his pockets and stole his fucking money. Yeah, and they did. They finally proved they stole $400 of his fucking money. And the reason he only stole $400 is because $500 is a felony. Under $500 is a misdemeanor. So they only stole $400 out of his money instead of $500.
No, how generous
of them. That makes it legal, right?
Oh, how generous of them.
Right?
I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit sarcastic there. But
yeah,
how generous of them. They only took 400. They could have taken 5, but they chose 4.
Yep, they only chose 4. They only took 4. And that's not the first video I've seen where a cop got caught stealing fucking money either.
Oh no. No.
Well, yeah, it was the first one I saw, but it wasn't the only one I've seen. That's how I should say. Yeah. Then there's another guy. He was being lawfully arrested. He wasn't resisting or anything. He wasn't even trying to argue being arrested. But when they counted his money, he's like, nope. Start checking pockets, motherfuckers. And sure enough, they opened up the fucking driver's side door, and the cop that was transporting him to the jail had took the rubber band off the dude's money, grabbed a stack of cash off the top of it, like $1,400 or something, if I remember right. Because dude had all his bill money, rent money, everything. He was on his way to pay all his shit. And this cop took his rubber band off, and he slipped off the top of the bills, and he stuck them down in the the little pocket on the door of the car, that little pocket on the inside. He stuck it down in there. Well, here's what fucked him up. The guy that the money belonged to, he had just ate at Wendy's earlier that day, and his receipt was on the outside of the bills. He told him when the cop started looking, he said there was also a Wendy's receipt with a chili and a baked potato. Here's this crumpled up money. As soon as he opens up the door of the fucking cruiser, here's this crumpled up money in that pocket of the driver's side with the fucking Wendy's receipt with fucking chili and a fucking baked potato. Bam. I mean, just like that, dude.
I believe that's what we call karma.
Yep. And, and they did something I rarely have ever fucking seen, bro. They straight arrested that cop. Not like right that second. They took him into a room, set him down, made him sit there in that room and think about it like they do us. Made him sit there by himself and think about it. And then they sent in a detective to talk to him, and then he was arrested. That's flat out felony. That's like a couple different felonies, man. Not only did he steal the money, he stole it from a person in his custody under his protection.
But my guess is, how long is he going to serve time?
Right. Yeah, we ain't heard no updates on that.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
yeah, we ain't heard no updates.
It is getting late for me, so I got.
Yeah, we just hit the 2-hour mark. Just past 2-hour marks. It's about that time anyway. Yeah, I know you got work in the morning.
So
you better adjust your sleep schedule this weekend, or it's gonna fuck you up come Monday.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm planning. Friday night, I'm gonna try to get in a long nap and then try to stay up all night Friday night.
Very good.
Just to get.
Yep. Try to get on track before you start.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, everybody watching and everybody not watching, everybody stop by. Thank y'all. Love y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Hope you learned something.